Let's continue here at Copper Lake, testing different baits, but of course also testing bait mixes. And now already here at the second spot, and now let's take a look at how things are going. Ah, you can't make this up. I already lost my in-ears on the train ride, so now I have to walk around with these nice old headphones, but it works. You can hear the beeping, that's enough for me. And speaking of beeping, I just got here, threw out, don't even have a bait mix in yet, and it's already starting. That's obviously a good sign. So let's just keep watching and see what happens. I was here before. You can see around 30 fish in the cache. And before my break, I was already at another spot, and that one went quite well. Nicely mixed, colorful, good frequency. Tench was in the mix too. Already sold them though, or moved on, and there were also F1 carp, and so on and so on. So, quite a lot going on. Overall, it looks like it's still going super well right now. Top notch. What's also really nice, we're slowly starting to get some feedback from you guys about the different bait mixes. And I have to say, there are some really interesting things coming in. We might want to think about creating another section. Well, we already have one on Discord for bait mixes, but maybe add something specific, like for different carp mixes or something like that. I still need to think it over, because with all these different and clearly differently tested mixes, some insane results are coming in. It's really exciting to see. Some crazy trophies were caught in the past few days with completely different bait mixes than usual. So not always that standard cream mix, but really colorful mixed together baits. And even with that, still using cream bait, like here at this spot with the cream bait. Let's just take another quick look before things kick off again. So that was down here, started an hour or 1.5 hours ago. Let's mark it from here to here. That was the first spot. Roughly 400 silver, classic location, 5651, 6 meters into the lilies, just with cream, but also with different rig types. Don't forget, different rigs have different like factors. Sometimes the classic hair rig is more popular, sometimes the pop-up rig, sometimes the hinge stiff rig, and so on. So you really have to test different rigs at the same spot with the same bait. That's what I did here, and it actually worked quite well. Snowman rig worked nicely, but also just normal pop-up with cream corn. And here now at this spot, just cast out at 30 meters, I wanted to try a bit further out. And here also just with cream for now, and it starts immediately, which is a really good sign. And I haven't even put in a bait mix yet. So I thought right before the lunch break, let's already get everything set up, and boom, it starts. And again, without bait mix. Let's check the rigs. We'll look in a second. It's obviously at 30 meters, so you crank in more. And these aren't the big chunks yet. These are the fish from here right now. But hey, already got a few decent ones. Why not? Now we should start feeding the spot a bit more. I think I'll just make a totally new bait mix and see what that does. So this setup is just with pop-up rig. Second rig, let's check it. Should be snowman rig, exactly. With cream soluble, so dissolving cream boilie in there, that's always a good sign. Tench was actually my target fish at the first spot, so I used a mix that was more tench heavy, corn base, creamy components already in there, hemp too and all that. And now here, exactly here we've got a pop-up rig again, just corn, 27 braided leader material, 27 kilograms with a size 4 hook. Not too big, relatively small particles. Now we need a proper bait mix, and that should go into the rocket, although I could also go with PVA. Yeah, I think I'll just do it in the PVA. So bait mix, let's put together a nice base mix. I'll go for a sunflower base, then add pumpkin. I'm kind of going off a grass carp bait mix, but maybe a little modified. So roughly in that grass carp direction, components like that for the Asian carp, but still a few elements that just generally work well. Now I want one component from the grocery store, and I'll just go with rice. So now I've restructured it again. Sunflower seed base, then pumpkin seeds, that's the green pack. I've got a yellow one too and a reddish one. So completely different items basically, plus rice. Now we just need the right aroma. Something neutral like amino maybe, or still go with the aroma I'm already fishing with, cream. So I'm watching the different colors here, and I'm actually going with hemp seed oil. So we've got light yellow, orange, green, red in there, pretty much every color. Whether that matters, no one really knows. Maybe just decoration, but maybe not. Anyway, Now I'm out here, super colorful, throwing it all in, calling this one Koi Basic. Boom, crafted into the PVA, and let's see what happens. PVA is ready, so out it goes, 30 meters far out. Boom, that was about 30 meters. The other one I'll need to charge more, so to right about here, that fits. And now the third one also needs to go out. So now we've got 3 rods at around 30 meters, all with the bait mix, but still all using Cream Aroma. Different rigs also still in use. So this one's all the way down here, casting toward that tree, that one big tree. And again, it starts instantly. That's a good sign. Here on Snowman Rig, dissolving boilie, 16 pop-up corn with cream, everything full cream. I'm curious if this works really well, wouldn't be bad. Overall, cream just seems to be working incredibly well right now. So use the opportunity while the weather's still normal. Let's go here at Copper Lake and at normal water temperatures, just try to catch something. Look, on the next rod it's starting again. Very good sign. That's how it should be. Yeah, as I said, 2 options. This spot here seems to work well even without bait mix. I'd maybe just go with pop-up, just corn, maybe not too big. Size 4 hook is enough, maybe even size 6. Go for numbers, maybe F1. And the other spot, right here by the bridge, short cast, 6 meters into the lilies, use something like a basic tench bait mix there too. That's also where the F1 carp bite really well. Could even be a good idea to just stand there with a worm, since the F1s also really like worms. Yeah, test. As I said, lots of good info coming in from the community. If you've got something, feel free to post it in the Discord. Link is right below the video. Share your ideas, try out new bait mixes, new bait combos, maybe together with bait mix, and we'll all benefit from it. Because yeah, finding the right mix for each fish species, that's still a bit tricky. Getting to know the preferences of the fish again and again might still be a bit of a challenge. Look here again, just on corn, F1 a bit further out, and straight back into action. I think you can see it well now. The spot I'm at, boom, 30 meters. All 3 rods active again, perfect. Now I just hope for a rare carp, a rare one. That would be really nice. Then this whole thing's already been worth it. Pull them out, these things. Oh, by the way, still using short leaders here, just 10 centimeter leaders. Nice and short. That's how it looks, all at 27 kilograms, but just 10 centimeter leader. So hopefully every fish that comes by gets hooked right away. That's it for now. I've got to get back into the game after a few days of vacation. Got to get back into the groove. Tight lines, pull out the chunks. See you next time.